merchandise. The Anything Better merchandise is now available. The new sweatshirts, t-shirts, new logo. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to your favorite podcast. It's the Anything Better podcast with your host, Paul Virzi, Bill Burr, our amazing producer out there in Beverly Hills, the Greek freak, Andrew Themlis, and you guys are listening to episode number 45. Bill, who do we have for 45 as great players?
Greatest 45s of all time. The recently passed in the last couple of years, Josh Gibson.
Rest his soul.
St. Louis Cardinals, one of the last great power pitchers before they lowered the mound.
Wait, isn't that Bob Gibson?
Sorry, Bob Gibson. Bob Gibson.
Josh Gibson, by the way, Josh Gibson was an amazing, apparently the Babe Ruth of the Negro League back in the day and hit like more home runs and was an animal. That was Josh Gibson. And I think he had something happen to him, an untimely death because of illness, but rest his soul. Bob Gibson's a great one. Who else?
Bob Gibson, ended the Red Sox impossible dream in 1967. Tim McCarver still always hated us. I think we didn't draft him or something. Or we cut him or something. I don't know what happened. That was funny. When we used to watch the Yankees and Red Sox, we both thought Tim McCarver hated our teams. And we realized, he hated both of our teams.
Yeah, if you ever want to know who Tim McCarver got cut by, you could just listen to him commentate the games.
Can't get mad at that. The guy's competitive. Pedro Martinez, and one of my favorite safeties of all time, Kenny Easley. The great Kenny Easley from back when the Seattle Seahawks played in the Kingdome and they had that silver helmet. Yeah, Jim Zorn and Steve Largent, David Craig, Kurt Warner, the first Kurt Warner. Those were fun teams. Yeah.
Also, somebody said we should not forget Lewis Hamilton. And guess who else wore 45?
Lewis Hamilton's like 44 or 43.
Oh, okay. My bad. If it's, I think Lewis Hamilton might.
But I think it's a good thing that you brought it up, or else he would have complained, and we would have got a 10-second penalty on this podcast.
Who else?
Dude, Andrew said it the best. That fucking guy, it's like LeBron going into the paint. It's just he's going to the line. That fucking guy, if he does any shit, it just drives me. Every time I watch that, I should just root for the guy. Sorry, go ahead.
What's funny is all
you also said Jordan, by the way.
I was going to say, that's what I was going to say. I think it's one of the worst things that I've seen because I hate that like Jordan went to 45, but whatever. Listen, he's so great that it's memorable but
wasn't what was his number when he played at North Carolina? Wasn't it 45? When he hit that shot to win the championship? Was
he number 45 when he was younger?
Gotta look that up. I know he wasn't 23.
He's so great, dude. All right.
Yeah, Jordan wore 45
as a Tar Heel.
Oh, as a Tar Heel? I thought you were asking about the Wizards. Sorry.
No, I know. No, he wore 45 as a baseball player too, and then came back and used it.
Yeah. Like the Jay-Z lyric.
He was 23 at Carolina. He wore 40. There was a reason he picked 45. Maybe he wore it in high school. I don't remember.
Okay. But dude, my buddy did a podcast with Kevin Harlan. Kevin Harlan's done more Super Bowls than anybody. He's done more broadcasting than anybody. He's the one that goes right between the eyes. That's Kevin Harlan. And
yeah.
And he said, who did you watch live calling a game where you just couldn't believe what you saw? And he said, my buddy said, Giannis. He does a podcast called Unleash with BetMGM. And he said Jordan, he never seen a guy. He said it was like he wasn't on his feet. He said he was like the way he moved was just like he was like floating, like he was always moving, and the way he just moved on his feet, and he was like watching it live was unbelievable, like when he was just running around without the ball and shit. And it's just like how
about for you?
For me, who I saw?
Mm-hmm. The greatest you ever saw, I would say, like, away from the ball.
Dude, I'll tell you a guy who's great away from the ball. I can't remember. I think I did see him, but Ray Allen was great without the ball. Ray Allen running around to get open. Dude, watch clips that he's running around without the ball. It's amazing to watch. Greatest athlete I ever saw, like the most when I just watched it was, dude, Randy Moss as a wide receiver was something different, dude. He was like, he had like a 37-inch vertical leap. He was 6'4". He ran a 4.3. You just would like literally throw it up, and Randy was something
he would
else.
just go like this.
I saw that. I saw Brady throw to him in 2007 for both of them to break the record against the Giants. That game, you guys beat us 38-35. And it was just Tom just dropped back, fake, looked left.
You know what's funny, dude, is we had two of the sickest fucking games of that decade. It's just that all they were talking about was undefeated and you guys weren't supposed to win it, but blah, blah, blah. But both of those games were fucking amazing.
Dude, the fact that Bill Belichick shook Coughlin's hand, and it's quoted that he said it. This is how fucking nasty Bill Belichick is, if you didn't already know. He shook Coughlin's hand in midfield after you guys beat us to go 16-0. And he said, I think we'll be seeing you again, or we might be seeing you again, or something like that. Like, he's just like, this is a defense that could disrupt us, which is fucking, dude, Belichick is number one. It's not close. It's not close. It's not close. He's the best.
No, it isn't.
He's the best coach to ever live. He just is. He just is the best coach that's ever lived. It's just what it is.
All right, I'll tell you the best I've seen away from the ball. All right, and I saw, like, obviously, when I came, dude, I saw Jordan, I saw Larry, I saw Magic. Magic always had the fucking ball. Who's kidding who? But I would say, I'm going to switch sports. I'll go hockey. And the most amazing thing about the guys who score 50-plus goals out there is they're out there. They're like, when they're in the offensive zone, they're barely skating around. Everybody else is buzzing all around, and they're just sort of da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then it's just a burst of speed, and the fucking puck's in the back of the net. It's like they see something a split second for everybody else does, where the puck's going to go, where they need to be, and next thing you know, it's just in the back of the net. Did you see, by the way, the first alley-oop in NHL history last night? Did you see it? Was it the Anaheim Ducks?
Wait, what?
Dude, the guy was behind the net. He did that thing where they lay the stick down on top of the puck. He picks the puck up, so you think he's going to do the University of Michigan thing and slam it into the net. He picked it up and just lofted it over the net, and there was a guy standing in front. He just slapped it in. And people, it was like, the crowd, like, it didn't understand what happened.
Is that legal?
Like, all of a sudden, the red light was on. They're like, what the fuck happened? And then people clapped. It was insane.
That's legal, though? I thought you can't get it up in the air like that.
You can't have your stick above your shoulders, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I always forget that rule, where you can't do that, because sometimes you see him bring it all the way up, but you're not allowed to put the stick. You end up getting called high stick. But he not only did he pick it up, he flipped it, and the alley-oop was perfectly like shoulder level or whatever, so this guy could just slap it in. And he's got it right here. Watch this. Yeah, Anaheim versus Buffalo. Poor fucking Sabres, man. It's in the net.
Whoa.
I hope we have a better version of it. That's sort of coming off like real choppy, at least on my end. Were you able to see it? They'll show it in slow motion here.
It happens super quick. That's why, but that was nuts.
Here it is right here. Lays it down.
Oh my God.
I mean, look at that. Dude, his stick was down by his waist.
Dude, that was fucking awesome.
Dude, you should both their faces like, fuck, it worked. Like, they do it in practice.
Dude, that's like historic too. Like the first alley. That's awesome, dude.
And this is what happens when people like that do that. After that Michigan kid did that, all of a sudden you saw guys coming down on a penalty shot, picking the puck up, turning their back to the goalie, doing this shit with the stick, and they had the puck on their shaft of their stick.
That's nuts.
Then all of a sudden that just became something that people could do because somebody showed that it was possible. You watch now, that's going to be the thing that might end up becoming a problem. If too many people score that easy, dude, all of a sudden start betting the over. Start betting. If the alley-oop has been added, how big that fucking net is, and the goalie's got his back to it and he can't see it coming. But how many people in the league can do that? I would think most guys, if they went to do it, like, did you see where that puck was? I thought he had it like right here. It was all the way down by his waist.
I was going to say, I think there's a big element of luck in that. I can't see that happening a lot, dude. Like, not luck, but like the placement of it was just like so perfect. That was nuts.
Well, those guys, the saucer pass, he basically did a saucer pass alley-oop.
So cool, man.
Bet MGM, awesome. I say that kid's got another one in him.
What's the under-over on that? The next 2 years is probably under one, like half a one.
I don't know, man. Do you think everybody at the end of their practice today, I think everybody in the NHL saw that?
You know how many kids are going to be trying that all over the country? Everybody.
It's like the first time Jordan came in from the side in the dunking contest, everybody on their Nerf hoops was doing it. Well, the white kids were on Nerf hoops. The black kids actually went out and did it in the playground. But he showed that it was possible.
I always think that. What's the dunk contest going to become? Like, is somebody going to get good enough to flip? Like, something has got to give, dude.
Nah, they ran out of ideas decades ago when they started jumping over chairs and people and cars.
When they started bringing other people onto the court, I remember going like, well, when's this going to end?
Putting stickers up. When Dwight Howard put a sticker up, it's like, you're 8 feet tall. It's not getting nuts.
It basically peaked Dominique Wilkins versus Michael Jordan. That was just the sickest one.
88? I believe it was 88.
Yeah, I thought it was earlier than that. I thought it was like, well, I guess he didn't really come. He came in the league 83, 84. Yeah.
Well, what year was Jordan Dominique, Andrew?
88.
Yeah.
Bam, it was.
That's Jordan coming over the foul line.
Yeah, he was doing the Julius Erving ABA dunking contest dunk from the foul line, but he added the down and then back up and the tongue sticking out and all of that. And he had the chains. Yeah, it was fucking sick. It was sick. I still love that first jersey Jordan wore with
the script.
That everybody for some reason doesn't like to write like that anymore. We used to call that writing, printing and writing. Was it not italicized? What do they call it? Script?
Cursive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
never heard of that my whole time.
I haven't written a script since fucking school, dude. Yeah, I haven't. But I'll talk about
except when you're signing DVDs after the show.
Speaking of basketball, I got to brag on my son real quick. So my son had to do the final cut, and there were 34 kids, and they were only taking 5 7th graders. Out of 34 kids, they're only taking 5 7th graders because there's so many 8th graders and other starters. And he said, "Dad, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous." And I said, "Look," I said, "every big show I ever did, I was super nervous." So I go, "But you got to turn it into good nerves. That means just work, and the nerves go away, work." And dude, he ends up having the best tryout. He said he
even better than his first day when he was draining the threes and diving for loose balls.
Yeah, he said they had a layup line, and you would do a layup with your right hand on the right, and then come to the left and do it with your left, and then you would just go out by the 3-point line and shoot. And he said he shot 3 threes, and all 3 were swishes in front of both coaches. And then like some kid was like, kids are going like 8th graders are like, "Man, Lucas's shot is sweet." And there's one kid who's like one of the big 8th graders yesterday, the first real practice, said, "Man, Lucas is nasty." So his like confidence, and my son is one of the smaller ones. You know, he's a guard. Like these kids are taller than my son. Mm-hmm. So I said, "Your shot is not enough to make the team." I said, "If you have a shot, you got to dive for balls. You got to work hard. You got to hustle. You got to get in the paint and get in the fight. And you got to show that you want to win."
The intangibles.
And he did. He fucking did. And dude, he came to the car. This was crazy. And every parent is going to know this.
No, wait, did you? Now, when he's coming to the car, you don't know yet.
No. So check this out. This is great. This is great. And every fucking parent is going to know this feeling. So he's nervous in the morning, taking it out on us when kids are nervous. And Lucas is like, if he doesn't get sleep, he's mean. He'll be like, you know how much smarter than you I am? Like, he's like ruthless, dude. He's just like he's like that. This isn't even breakfast. Like, dude, he's like can turn into a, and Stacy, we love him so. Yeah, yeah. You fucking Gemini. When you Geminis have that mood, it's like, oh, you guys will eviscerate. So he's nervous.
Sorry to all the other astrological signs.
So I'm sending him motivational things. I'm sending him, hey man, go out there and get it. You're this far. Go out there and finish this, all this shit, right?
You texted him that during the day?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. I said, go get it. I said, you're strong.
All-star team dad.
Oh,
man.
dude, I just woke up thinking about him all day because I knew what he was going through. I thought of him taking a test at noon, nervous about. So I'm just telling him, you'll be fine. Just have fun. You already did it. Just keep, all this shit, right? So I got to go pick him up at 4:00. And this is when the kids come out after they make it or not. Right. And I see all the parents are lined up. All the cars are lined up. Right. And I'm watching, dude. I'm in the car. I'm nervous. You would have thought I was going to make it.
It's making me nervous, and I know what happens.
And I'm watching, and I see one tall kid that's really good. This kid comes out. He just gets in his mom's Jeep. I'm like, that kid made it. Then I see this other kid who apparently
no top on it, his head sticking out.
Like fucking Dino in the Flintstones.
Yeah.
So then I see another kid who was on the fence, and he seemed happy. Then I looked up and I saw a kid that I know walk into his mom's car, and by his feet, I was like, he got cut. I could tell. He had his head. So now all these kids come out. Of course, Lucas is nowhere to be found. And I'm just sitting there waiting, and I'm looking, and there's a bush, and then I see his legs and his sneakers coming. And he's got real long blonde hair now. It comes over his eyes, and he's walking to the car with his head down, and I'm trying to read it. And I'm like, and he looks up and he just looks down, and I'm going, oh, fuck. And then he gets to the door and he opens, and I see his eye, and there was a little smirk. And then he opens, and he's blushing, and he puts the bag down. I go, so how are tryouts? And I go, did they make any decisions today? Even though I knew it was cut day, I didn't want to make him feel. So he just goes, okay. He goes, okay. I think I had the best tryout, and I made it. And I was just like, what? And I just start hitting him in the chest. What? And I was like, I'm so proud of you, this and that. And then he's like, they still said that they have to make decisions, but I think I made it. And then he comes home, and they got a text, and the text said to the parents, I showed you. And it said, so like,
they did the extra weight. Fuck.
So then it said, if you're getting this, thank you for everybody who tried out. If you're getting this, you made the team. And then, dude, his confidence went up, and now I heard he's being an animal in practice. So I'm just so thrilled for him, because he had a bad experience with a travel team that made him feel like he didn't, and I'm so glad that he's playing for his school. He's probably, dude, he's like, man, he's like, I want to start at point guard. And even if I don't, I'm going to come off the bench, and I'm going to be like, so I'm just so happy, man. That made my fucking.
What was the travel team? Was it parents and everybody just taking it too seriously? Everybody acting like they were in the NBA?
It was this guy who takes, I mean, I don't want to mention names, but it was this thing that you go.
You don't have to talk. Yeah. All right. I get it.
And it was just a thing that was like so overly done, and like people already there. And my son was like extra, and he was like, kind of like didn't get playing time, and then like felt like what's going on. And I was like, are they just taking money? Like, are they working with the kid? And I felt like it fucked with him. And I felt like that was on his mind. And then I'm thinking, oh man, is he going to make this thing? And then he does. So he's back.
I had a similar story, Paul.
Yeah.
20 years ago, when I decided I was going to go back to collecting football cards so I could know everybody in the league again. And I went down there, and there was no kids in the store. And it was a bunch of guys. It was down near Wall Street in suits. We're sitting there throwing away. I learned this name, common cards. Those are just, people who aren't stars and aren't going to be worth money. We're just throwing them away and just keeping the other ones. And I was just like, what the fuck happened? I mean, I thought I was going to go down there looking like a creep, acting like I was buying them for the son I didn't have, and be like, actually, they're for me, and I have an Arrested Development. I thought it was going to be like that, right? And I showed up, dude, and I swear to God, these guys were down there. The only thing missing was a bunch of people screaming on the fucking Wall Street floor, and then they had to do a whole thing where they would, I'm totally joking about this, like this has anything to do with, about not having fun with the travel team. I didn't think you were going to make me tell the whole story.
I was
Me
actually
as a 35-year-old collecting football. Well, all right, I'll tell you the rest.
I was actually interested in it.
You know what sucks is you can't just buy a set. At least you couldn't back then because everybody was doing it thinking they were going to be worth money, and Topps was making all of them, and the demand was so high that none of them were worth any money. So then they had to create a on-purpose rare card. And they'd have game-worn jerseys like stuck onto the card. It's like, just give me the fucking guy's face, flip it over, where he went to school, how big his stupid feet are, and then all his stats. And I'll just look at him like flashcards like I used to. It was the fucking greatest. Dude, my dad would freak out when I would, then he'd get mad at me because I sucked at school. Dude, I knew all the offensive linemen. I knew where they went to school. I still remember Louis Kelcher had a size 16 quadruple E cleat. Wow. I brought that up, and right when I said that, like Frank Gifford or something talked about his size as cease, my dad was like, Jesus Christ, I mean, you really know this game. And
dude,
then 5 minutes later, I don't understand why you can't apply that in math class and some of these other...
Dude, when me and you first met, I was like, we talked about football. And you went into like the 70s and early 80s and you just started saying shit. And I was like, oh, this dude's like an encyclopedia of
that era. I'm like a VJ. I'm like an MTV VJ.
You should fucking be able to buy a full set though, man. I remember buying Topps. You should buy I bought the 1989 Topps baseball set, and it was the long box and it was everybody.
It was the best.
It didn't matter if they were
I used to go on eBay. eBay, I bought 83 back to 1970, and somewhere in these moves, I don't know if somebody came by and fixed the house and stole a bunch of them, but I can't find them. I only have a couple of the years, and I was thinking, like, am I really going to go out and go buy them again? Now that I got the kids and everything, like, I think I'm going to kind of, like, let it go, but, like, we used to go up. There was a local, the Packy, as we call it up in New England, the package store, the liquor store. They would also sell one of those places. It was sort of like the original 7-Elevens. And we would come in, and from like July 31st, August on, we would come in and ask them, you got football cards yet? Nope, haven't got them yet. And the day that they had those football cards, dude, I went up there with my paper route money, like, would just buy and every year I'd have a few more customers. And I remember by my freshman year of high school, I'm still doing a paper route. My voice is starting to change and shit, but it's just like, I don't know. I just needed money,
Here's your paper, Mr. Smith.
Here's your paper. Looking down on them and shit. No, I mean, I wasn't that tall. So I ended up getting all the football cards in like 2.5 weeks. And it kind of took the fun out of it. And then I remember one kid in high school, I said, yeah, man, I already got all the football cards. And this guy just goes, aren't you a little old to be collecting football cards? He came at me like that dude on The Simpsons, Aren't you old to be collecting football cards? And I was just like, totally not confident, no girlfriend or nothing. So I just stopped. And
what was the most expensive? What was the most expensive card you had? Like most valuable card you had?
Well, I never I touched them. So the corners are all fucked up. I mean, I used them. You know what I mean? It's like having a Ferrari. You get the guy, it's a 2001 Ferrari. It's got 1,200 miles on it. It's like, dude, you're a jerk off. You had that car for 20 years. You put 1,200 miles on it. You're a what are you in fucking Fast Times at Ridgemont? No, what is that stupid movie? Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
I remember watching that movie. As much as I wasn't getting along with my dad at that time, I was still like, fuck up his car, you fucking cunt. I hated that he did that to that car.
I got to be honest. I mean, it's a good movie, but some people are like, it's a good movie. It's decent. It's not crazy.
I think that movie sucks. I think that movie sucks. No. And it's one of my things that I disagree with most people on. I think that movie's awful. I think it's a terrible day off.
You know who I like the best? In that movie, who I relate to the best is the guys at the parking garage that take the car out, and when they're going over the hill, fucking freaking out, it's just like, those are the kind of guys that I wouldn't have the balls to do that, but I would hang out with guys that did shit like that, and I would be sitting there laughing my ass off.
All right, everybody, it is Roman. When the moment for intimacy arrives, you need to be ready. You need to be Roman ready. Whether you've been in a relationship for years or just getting started, having the confidence that comes from preparation means you're free to enjoy the moment when the moment comes.
Got the right game plan, Paul.
Oh, yeah, you're going in. Your X's and O's are all ready to go. Even though you are far from ordinary, the truth is that ED is really common. In fact, 52% of guys age 40 to 70 experience some form of erectile dysfunction. Don't be sad, guys. It's totally normal. Okay?
Hey, my dick gets depressed sometimes and stares at the floor just like everybody else's.
Everybody once in a while gets a case of a wet noodle. All right, listen.
Every once in a while, your buddy down there gets the blues. You got to talk him off the ledge.
So
you got to get him looking up at the stars. Let him know
go to www.getroman.com/better. You got to put in get. It's not just Roman.com. www.getroman.com/better now to speak to us, to speak to a licensed healthcare professional about erectile dysfunction and get $15 off your first month of treatment.
Yeah, you want to get your dick back in the game, Paul. You don't want him sitting on the bench like Scottie Pippen when they didn't call his number.
Yeah. Yes. You want to be in the game, especially this time of year, Bill. It's Christmas. You want to snuggle with your sweetheart by a fire. You can't have your guy all down and sad.
Yeah, acting like he's alone for the holidays.
ED is more
then you
common.
got to deal with her going, is this something that I'm doing or not doing? You don't want to have that conversation.
I baked you cookies. What's wrong?
Is the eggnog not cold enough?
That's right, guys. 52% of men between 40 and 70 will experience ED. ED is common. Roman's system is completely confidential and totally discreet. No big logos, labels, or packaging.
Dude, I gotta be honest, if you're still banging at 70, you're like in your Brett Favre years on the Vikings.
I love how they
literally get a tattoo of the Vikings' little horn on the side of your helmet.
I love how they say I love how they say no big labels or logos. Like the box is going to just have an erect dick with a line through it.
Dude, that's because everything about us, we just give each other shit. Guys just trash each other. I guess women give each other shit too, but not until they're on TV, it seems.
But guys, they're discreet. Like I said, no labels,
they do a whole show about
no logos on the packages. With Roman, you get free online evaluation and ongoing care for erectile dysfunction, all from the comfort and privacy of your home. A U.S. licensed healthcare professional will work with you to find the best treatment plan. If medication is appropriate, it ships to you free with 2-day shipping. Getting started is simple. Just go to getroman.com/better and complete the online visit. Take care of your ED without leaving your home. Complete online visit today to connect with a U.S. licensed healthcare professional and take care of it. Go to...
Paul, leave it to the Italians to get your soldier back on the chariot.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Roman, that's got to be you guys.
I like the name. A little fucking hat on it thing.
One of those little fucking the little green leaves here right above you, set it right on the helmet.
Hey, call it Caesar, sweetheart. All right, go to
all hail Caesar. Pontius Pilate says thumbs up today.
You tape a little gladiator sword on the side of it.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Come over the hill like fucking Ben-Hur.
That's right, everybody. So just go, very simple. Go to www.getroman.com/better today. And if you're prescribed, get $15 off your first month of ED treatment. Make sure you're ready to have confidence and control this fall. Roman ready.
Fix your dick quick. www.getroman.com/better. All right, it's Policy Genius. Ladies and gentlemen, if someone relies on your financial support, whether it's child, aging parent, a business partner, gold digger, you didn't see it coming, you need life insurance. Well, you don't want to get it for her. Life insurance can give you peace of mind that if something happens to you, your loved ones would have a financial cushion to pay for things like rent, mortgage payments, loans, education costs, and everyday expenses. Geez, whoever this guy's crushing it, huh? This guy's paying for everything.
Well, let's be honest. I don't think it really puts your mind at ease. I think it puts her mind at peace.
Hey, if you die and I finally get to have the whole bed to myself, I don't want to have to work. Okay. Having coverage through your job may not be enough. Most people need as much as 10 times more to properly provide for their families. Jesus, they're having a party when you're gone. Typically, life insurance gets more expensive as you age, so it's smart to get a policy sooner rather than later. Yeah, I made that mistake. Head to policygenius.com/better and answer a few questions about yourself. In minutes, you can work out how much life insurance coverage you need and compare personalized quotes to find your best price. You could save 50% or more on life insurance by comparing quotes with Policy Genius. Head to policygenius.com. For all you dummies out there like me, Genius is Genius. PolicyGenius.com/better to get your free life insurance quotes and see how much you could save. That's PolicyGenius.com/better. I told you I was telling you why those Ferraris from back then, why they're worth so much money, aside from the fact that they're absolute works of art, was I learned through, getting into racing a little bit that for some reason, like they had to, when they made those cars for Formula One back then, they had to produce 100 cars for the general public for whatever reason. I think it was their way of I don't know, keeping it sort of like not turning into, I don't know why they did. I actually have no idea why they did that. So the Italians, being good at business, as they say, they were like, well, we're not going to fucking hand make 100 Ferraris. So what they did was they started counting it. Like the first one they made, they just wrote number 78 on it because they wouldn't go look for all 100 cars. Or they said, this is number 1, number 2's number 26, and they would only make like 30 cars.
Oh, yeah. We talked about this. Yeah.
Yeah, so they became even, and then, you get a couple guys go out there, they have a little fucking couple, 2 or 3, they wrap it around a tree. Now there's only 29. So they're super rare and they're absolutely gorgeous cars, but they didn't even make 100 of them. I don't know how they found that out, but I'm sort of fascinated with all of that type of stuff. So that car there, one of those, whatever the fuck that I'm not good with the Ferrari stuff, but that's one of those late 50s, early 60s ones that I've seen on those Mecum auctions. Dude, they go for like, I remember when they first started going for $1 million. Now they're like, they're like 8 figures, like 10, $20 million. I'll tell you what sucks now is, Mecum got boring where it was just, we got some Hemi power coming up. Got a Shelby Mustang. It was the same fucking 10 cars these baby boomers were buying. And what's great is I've always been a truck guy. So you could buy these old Fords and Chevys and shit for nothing. Now all of a sudden the market on those things is starting to go up. But what's good is these people they're not true truck guys, because what they want is they want like the Blazers, those small Broncos, like the one that Rogan has. Though that 68 to like 77, I think before they started making the full size Bronco, they like those, and they like the K10 Blazers from like the early 70s. Yeah. And the price on those is going through. Dude, I saw a couple. They were totally redone, with the Coyote engine and all of that shit thrown in. Dude, they went north of fucking $100,000 for a fucking Chevy Blazer. Insane.
Wow. No, those old Blazers are dope, but I got to tell you something, Bill. If you want a sports car today, and I know people are going to be like, fuck that, bro, like gas. I said to somebody like, dude, I got to tell you, dude, I'm going electric, man. I was like, it's the way of the future. And I drove a fucking Tesla, and people could say all the shit they want, but no, fuck, I pull it. Fuck that. Don't want gas. I was like, yeah, drive a Tesla on a highway at 2:00 in the morning with no one on the highway and punch that fucking thing and tell me that you are not in a fucking Porsche, dude. It is the fucking most insane. Dude,
It's faster.
Bill, I was like cruising at 65 and my buddy goes, punch it, dude. Go ahead. I just go, all right. I was at like 102 and we were getting nauseous, dude. It is unbelievable, man.
Yeah, no, it's scary. It's actually
It's
the level
scary.
how it's like motorcycle fast.
Yes.
And you got a bag of groceries and a kid in the back. So that's the only thing you got to watch out for those things.
Getting pulled
But,
over at
I will say that they are just, for the most part, they're definitely soulless. A lot of cars at this point, another thing that I fucking, who's killing it right now with the colors? Because everything out here, dude, I really notice every car out here is black, gray, or white. It's like you're driving, you're in traffic. It's like overcast sky is on the fucking ground, right? Who's killing it with the colors is Toyota. Dude, their truck colors, that desert sand, have you seen that with the black rims and the black interior?
Yes.
It is
yes.
fucking gorgeous. And that's the thing. If you go back and, look at those old Fords and Chevys, the colors of those trucks, the two-tone. Dude, I went online and I bought a 1975 Ford pickup truck, like brochure that had all the trucks and stuff. I should run upstairs and go get that fucking thing and just show it to you. Can you hit pause for a second? I'm going to get it I got to get this thing. This thing's unreal. All right, ran up the stairs. Check this out, Paul. We got it in the protective plastic.
Oh, dude.
1975. Look at these things. So look at all the different colors. The two-tone, that was a school bus yellow with the white. This was called like garden box green or something. I'm not into that blue, but look at that. See, this is what the original crew cab looked like.
They got white walls. That green one's got white walls.
Oh, yeah. The interiors. All of these interiors. Look, you can put your kid and the dog in the back. The bench seat. That was the super cab. Rugged and durable. All of this shit. Hang on a second. Okay, here we go. This is classic 70s shit where you could get like the factory camper up on top. All of this shit is like worth money now if you have like an original one a little bit. And then I forget what they called that. This thing here we actually drag the trailer. But I wish they had one for like, I think F-250s were just always considered work trucks. This was when they were starting to like literally like trying to sell it as like a recreational vehicle with the boat in the background.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's a lot of money in this photo.
Well, they're redoing that. Andrew, show the one. Andrew, can you pull up the electric one that Ford's doing right now that looks like that?
That's a 78 or 79. That's the only year I really don't like of the Fords.
Oh, really? Because I looked at that. And
I don't like the 88 to 90s, 91, whatever, their first one where they had the aerodynamic headlights. I kind of got used to that. But the OJ years, that Bronco that he had, those ones are the shit. The early 90s ones are good, I think. Something like that. Then there's one other generation of the Ford that I can't stand. It was when the Ford Ranger and the Ford F-150 and 250 basically had the front end. And when you look at a full-size Ford of that era, it's an optical illusion. Like, am I looking at a Ranger or am I looking at an F-150? Other than that, I like them.
Okay. Nice.
Sorry, Paul. I get into shit.
No, which one is there's the old school one, though.
Yeah.
There's an the old Ford one.
Say retro Ford electric truck.
Retro Ford, yeah. It's like the old school. Oh, there it was. Hold on. Yeah. No.
Why can't we find it?
It's like the white with like an orange pinstripe.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
The second one in.
Second one, yep.
Look at that. Look at that.
Dude, that's electric. I like the stripe. I like the orange stripe.
Yeah. That's the only front end. For some reason, I'm not quite into that. I like the 80 to 86 that a lot of people don't like. They call it a bullnose or whatever. What can I say, Paul? I'm a truck guy. I like the fucking trucks.
Yeah. I thought about getting a Dodge Ram pickup, dude. Dude, I am
Dodge made some of the ugliest fucking trucks ever in the 1960s, and then they were kind of okay into the 80s. But dude, once they went to the Ram,
yeah,
dude, that Hemi one with the short bed, the regular cab is one of the sickest looking trucks of the last 30 years.
Dude, the front's mean, dude. I love it. Yeah, I love it. I love being in the country. I always get wood and shit. I need a flatbed would actually help me and my wife. always dirty in my leather.
I get wooden shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. I need a pickup truck. I can barely change a light bulb. I get fucking wood and shit. No, that's why I think that's why like the Blazers and stuff. Like, I can be honest with you, man. Like, I don't get into that whole Chevy Ford rivalry or whatever. I'm just more of a Ford guy. But I will say, like, those early, the 70-71 front end on the Chevy is fucking beautiful. They're just beautiful. It's funny when I drive my old Ford pickup out here. You know what I like about Mexicans is they love old trucks too. And anytime I drive that truck, there's always some Mexican dude telling me, "Hey, man, I like that truck." I'm like, like they get it. Yeah, they get it. Everybody else is just like, all my other friends are like, "Why would you get a truck? Why would you?" Like, I don't know. Why do you have a fucking back seat? You don't have anybody in your life. You don't even need a passenger seat. Why aren't you driving a little fucking Triumph?
Fucking unicycle, you fucking loser. No.
Yeah, because I like them.
Yeah.
This guy's like, are you going to put stuff in the back? Yeah. Dude, I can't even tell you how fucking great it is to have a pickup truck at your disposal. The amount of times your wife goes out and buys some fucking stupid thing.
Oh, dude, don't get me started. Our trunks.
From that all the way to the Christmas tree to fucking shit for the yard, all of that. And then, you know what else is great? It's just the like, one of the great things about like a cigar is the alone time, right? You got a pickup truck, right? I get in that thing. I mean, I can't take my kids, it's illegal. You can't have them in there. My wife doesn't like it because the suspension, dude, you literally go around the corner in that thing. I have to grab the under part of the seat so I don't slide into the door. Dude, I'm talking at like 15 miles an hour. Like, those things were literally designed to just put a bunch of shit in the back and just drive straight. Oh man, I fucking love that thing. I think I'm going to start smoking cigars in it because I realized that I'm going to, but you know what it is? It's a manual. It shifts on the column. So it's kind of a pain in the, I can't fucking sit there doing this shit.
Guess what? Going on 7 weeks, no stick. I have not had a cigar. I went to the doctor. I went to the ear, nose, and throat doctor. He goes, your larynx is a little. He goes, when's your next show? I go, I took December off. And he just goes, perfect. He goes, shut this whole fucking thing down for a while.
Dude, I worry about that.
Yeah,
when I did 7 weekends out of 8, I got to tell my agent, like, dude, I can't fucking do an hour and 15, 90 minutes. I can't or I'm going to have to change my style. Just be up there. Have you seen these new refrigerators?
Hey guys, you guys doing good? Turn into like Stephen.
No, but
Wright.
whispering's bad for your voice too. That's as bad as screaming, I learned.
You got to find that happy medium.
Yeah. You got to have that coming off the bench energy. Guaranteed contract energy.
No, dude, I have not had a stick in 7 weeks. Dude, I don't like boozing anymore. Every single dude, if I have 2 glasses of wine, which I love my red wine, that's what I'm turning into an old. I'm turning into an old man. I drink a couple glasses of red, but I wake up and I'm like 2 glasses is hitting me now, dude. I got a fractured rib. And a strained fucking back right now. I'm falling apart, man. I'm falling apart.
Paul, just you know what it is. Aging is cool, man. It's if you just give into it. I'm not saying like just be defeated, but just listen to yourself saying, dude, you had your fun. The party's over. Go home. Go home. Those fucking people that hang around, we can hang around till you got a gin blossom looking like fucking W.C. Fields, sitting in the walls trying to listen to your party guests to see what they say about you. You want to fucking live that life?
Wait, what's a gin blossom?
A gin blossom is that fucking ugly ass goddamn nose of alcohol. It looks like a fucking potato that nobody picked.
Oh, yo, dude, guys who drink a lot, that red face, that red veiny face, dude. Oof.
Oh yeah, they get varicose veins on their face.
Yeah, dude.
Once you get, but you know what's funny now? I bet you can get that shit lasered off and just keep going like Peter O'Toole. Just be drinking moonshine until you fucking drop. Dude, that guy, the way that guy drank, he was one of those guys, if he stopped drinking, he would die. He would like literally go into shock.
He needed it. Yeah. Oh, dude. Speaking of Nina, you know what I watched last night? It was one of the saddest things. I never saw the 30 for 30 with Chris Herron. I never saw the 30 for 30 with Chris Herron until last night. And someone's like, you got to watch it. And I watched that, and it was one of just seeing a guy, dude. They were like, if he cared about basketball, he was like legendary, not caring about basketball, just wanting to get drugs. And he was from what's it called? Fall Rivers, Massachusetts.
Uh-huh.
And dude, he just dominated games. He fucking crushed it. He went to Boston College and then got kicked out, or that didn't work out. He was doing drugs. And then Tarkanian, who went from UNLV to Fresno, called him up and I was like, I think you'd do really good here. And he shows up to Fresno in his first game. He fucking drops 30. He's fucking doing 6'2", white point guard, shitting on the whole fucking court. Right. Then people are calling him junkie. So anytime they would call him junkie or say shit like that, he'd have this like epic game. Dude, he told this one story where
that's back when you could be mean in the crowd. What are they going, junkie?
Oh, dude, they showed a 74-year-old man go, yeah, when's your next fix? Well, dude, it was brutal. It was like it was fucking brutal.
Hey, the old man had money on the game. He's trying to get an advantage.
So, dude, check this out. Chris Herron goes, Oxycontin has started to get somebody introduced me to open. He said he is playing for the Celtics. He was supposed to be drafted in the top 15. He dropped to 33 by the Nuggets. Okay. He played for the Nuggets for a little bit. He said, dude, Antonio McDyess and Nick Van Exel called him aside when he got there. He said they grabbed him, called him into a room and they go, dude, we know about your problems. We know everything. You know, we're going to help you. Just keep it in. We're going to win some games. They started to play good. He said his first year with the Nuggets was great. He said Antonio McDyess and Nick Van Exel took him out to dinner every night to make sure that he wasn't drinking and make sure he was all right. He ends up leaving the Nuggets and he goes to the Celtics. And he's like, this is a dream come true. He would go to the Celtics. He would drive his car to Fall Rivers, get drugs, do dope, go to the thing. Dude, he tells a story where he said, I can't play if I'm not on opiates. I can't play if I'm not on drugs. He's in the fucking Boston Garden, warming up in his fucking warm-ups, dude. The full-fledged, top to bottom, he's warming up. And he's fucking talking to the guy. He's running to the phone. He's calling the guy. He's going, dude, I need my shit. The drug dealer goes, I can't get there. He goes, dude, the game starts in 20 minutes. Now 18 minutes. You got to get here. You got to get here. The guy's like, all right, dude, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Chris Herron runs outside.
I say, what, do you open a side door?
Watching fans come in the game. He's standing on a corner in his full warm-ups outside the Boston Garden waiting for the guy. Fans are watching him. He talked about it last night. Fans are watching him, and he's going in. He gets Oxycontin. He pops an Oxycontin, and he goes into the Garden, and he starts doing it. And then somebody comes on and goes, here's the thing. He played great. He played fucking great, but he needed it. Dude, it was one of his wife. Oh, his wife is a fucking soldier, dude. Stayed with him. Dude, he went to Modesto, California and fell asleep next to a 7-Eleven. And he was thinking about just telling his wife and kids, dude, you don't need me anymore. Like, I can't do this to you guys anymore. Dude, she's stuck with him now. He goes around telling these stories in prisons, in schools. He's clean. He's got like 3 beautiful kids. His son is playing ball, played for Boston.
Kind of a say yes to drugs, though, story, right? Then I took Oxy and I dropped 50 on the Suns.
He OD'd 3 times.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, he OD'd 3 times and lived. But dude, good.
I did drugs and I made it to the NBA, and I played better when I was on them. So kids, you stay away from this shit. Wow, what a story.
One of the saddest, dude.
Dude, but some of those drug stories from like back when they didn't even know how to help people, like, or they just didn't know the signs. Dude, you ever hear the Theo Fleury shit? Dude, yep. Theo Fleury would fucking play for the Rangers, go down to Atlantic City, gamble and drink and drug all night, and then drive back in the same clothes and play like a back-to-back or whatever. Would just be down there until like his next game or the next practice, and just coming in with fucking booze, gambling, and like drug sweat. And the guy could still perform at that level. Like, you want to talk about a guy, dude, with some of the most terrifying speed I ever saw in my life. when the puck would get in the offensive zone, he would just be like, he couldn't stand still. The guy would be going backwards faster than a fucking car could drive like 40 miles an hour, just buzzing around the zone.
Wow.
Just stirring shit up. He was fucking amazing. To think that he was doing that to his body and could still play at that level is, I guess, another say yes to drugs. You know, it all depends on, your body type.
It's actually funny what you're saying, because like Lawrence Taylor, guys, don't do drugs, don't smoke crack. He's like the best defensive player ever.
This guy's all over the field.
Oh, the fans wanted to know about that safe thing. So I'm going to find out right now. The guy that broke into the safe and found that child porn. Everybody's like, please tell me what podcast it is. So I'm going to find out.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Dude, that was. All right, here we go. Podcast. So for the people that wanted to know something human.
Andrew, how much time have we done here?
Howdy Human.
35, 40 minutes.
Wait a second. Okay. 35, 40 minutes. Sorry. Just
okay.
So I know. Okay.
The name of the podcast. Okay. The guy's name is Matthew Hahn. The name of the podcast is How to Human. How to Human. And it's about him stealing a safe. He was on his third felony. If he gets caught, it's life in jail in California. He found soiled diapers and a fucking hard drive with child pornography.
Did the judge give him a break?
Decided, I don't give a fuck about myself. I'm going to fucking put this monster away. And he ended up getting some sort of, he ended up getting some sort of thing. My wife actually was elementary school friends with his wife, and they connected, and she told him a story. But now they're buying a house. He's got a kid apparently on a straight and narrow, but dude, what a wild one. And I heard a movie is talked about, but that's like, so anybody that wants to know is called How to Human. And,
dude, that script writes itself. Because, well, how do we root for this guy? Well, he was looking at forever in jail, and instead he turned in a fucking pedophile.
And he was just
all right. I can see the movie. I can see this movie.
I fucking love robbers, dude. I love bank. I always root for the bank robbers, dude. Best bank robbery movie ever. Heat for me is Heat with Pacino and De Niro is a great one. I got to tell you, as much as I don't like him, and listen, I don't know if he's listening because he bumped into me, but Ben Affleck owes me an apology. I've said it many times. That guy bumped into me hard because I had a Yankee hat on, man. Fuck that. But I got to tell you something. The Town was good, dude. He did, Bill. He bumped into me hard, and he was not a gentleman. He was drunk, and he didn't say, excuse me.
Well, and then might have been the booze.
And then I found out that he was doing a movie, and he shut it down because in the background he saw a guy with a fucking Yankee hat. He's like, get that fucking thing on. And I said, I fucking knew it. Dude, he bumped me. I heard he's got like a thing, and he was drunk, and it was at that after party.
Well, didn't you guys start it by chanting 1918 at us for fucking ever?
You don't hit a guy in the back.
You guys were cunts.
You don't hit a guy in the back. You know, if you were wearing a Red Sox hat, I wouldn't hit you, Bill. I wouldn't bump you.
I gotta be honest with you. I wouldn't do that. But like, you think when I wore a Patriots hat into Buffalo Stadium and somebody did that to me, I was confused.
No, but I wasn't
like them.
I wasn't in a stadium. I was at like a social, like I was hanging out. We were having drinks.
I'm trying to stick up for him here, Paul.
But that being said, The Town was really good, man.
The Town was shit.
Dude, The Town was a fucking really good movie, man.
Yeah. I root for robbers in movies. I don't root for them in real life, dude. I don't root for them in real life, dude. Going to a bank and scaring the shit out of regular people that are honest and going in and taking their fucking... The bank's already taken the money. You know, the fucking assholes that are making money off of the money who are the real thieves, they're not there. You like that, Paul?
If a bank robber doesn't harm somebody and they're just trying to get the bank's money, I don't...
If they just do the note...
I know a comic.
But then where's the movie? No, Paul, you like them coming in. Everybody on the fucking ground. Gesh. Fucking pantyhose over their head.
Don't be a fucking hero.
There's always the old security guard trying to grab his little fucking pistol. He goes down. He has a heart attack. Now they're looking at a murder charge.
He's got his little 8-shooter. Yeah. Oh, six shooter. That's so funny.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Don't try to be a hero today. Today's not the day. That's I told you that's a big fantasy of mine.
Yeah, they got everybody scared out here because out here that there's been a couple incidents where people have been followed home and jumped.
Really?
But they're making it seem like it's happening everywhere, man. Everybody's getting fucking jumped, and it's just like, I mean, this is what happens. We're in the middle of a pandemic. Shit's gonna get fucking. I mean, if we still even are, I feel like nobody cares anymore. Everybody's just working around it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't have people you can't have 10 cities all over your fucking city and not think somebody's gonna get fucking followed home and get clubbed.
Dude, I heard a brutal one. A guy won 10 grand at the Parks Casino in Pennsylvania, drove home to Jersey. Guys followed him and shot and killed him in front of his wife and kids for the 10 grand. And they got caught in the airport. They got caught, thank God. But it's like, that's the other thing.
Why can't they just rob him?
I know. Rob him, rob his house, take his cat, whatever. Just fucking, well, maybe not that far.
But Paul, I thought you root for robbers. Thought you liked those pieces of shit.
No. I like let me explain. I like bank robbers. I should have said that. I don't like people going into somebody's house taking shit. I like a bank robber. I like a good old fashioned. We're not here for you. We're here for the bank's money. Like leaning.
What are you thinking, Paul? If you're in that bank and you got a wife and kids, we're not here for you. Don't be a fucking blah. You're thinking, oh, good. Okay, I can relax now.
I would fucking do this with my head down and just fucking wait.
I know. And you would have psychological fucking damage knowing what if one of them is going to go fucking, Mr. Blonde here and start bam, bam, bam. Hey, if they hadn't done what they told them not to do.
You know what I don't like about bank robbers movies? There's always the one guy that does kill someone. And then the other guy goes, what the fuck was that about? We talked about this. He's like, no, he's making a move. It's like, no, he was not making a move.
Yep, that always, yeah. If somebody has a fucking heart attack, it becomes a murder charge.
Yeah. And I'm getting sick. I'll tell you another genre I'm getting sick of. I was talking about this with somebody at the stand. I'm tired of these movies where it's like the new family moved into a house until the sinister secrets of the house come alive. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of like some kind of like spiritual, like it was a lovely family. I'm tired of it. Dude,
all right. How about some bank robbers go into a bank to rob a bank and then it turns out the bank is haunted?
Ooh.
Huh? And someone turns into a werewolf. We bring werewolves and vampires back. And then the Marvel people come in and you find out that's the only place they can't go. So then the Marvel people have to combine with the X-Men, and Superman's a woman, right? Just can combine all the tropes of movies nowadays. And in the end, nobody hurts anybody because everybody decides that they want to be brave and progressive.
That's what I said on stage. I told you that. I was working on this thing. I go, pretty soon they're going to say Santa Claus is a woman. And then I said, if Santa Claus was a woman, the present she'd bring you something she thought you needed. Like, no, I asked for a skateboard. She's like, no, you're getting a closet organizer. It's like, what? Fucking, I wanted something better.
Was I not a good guy this year? I would have preferred if you got me coal. I could at least get the fucking grill going. Maybe make a couple of burgers. Dude, if Santa Claus was a woman, she'd still make us go down the chimney. She would outsource that whole fucking thing.
Oh, she'd have her fat fucking husband cooking and making the cookies. It's my turn. It's my Christmas. What about bank robbers that kill everybody? I got one for you. There's a group of bank robbers that don't give a fuck. If you're in the way, everybody gets killed. But then one of them sees their mother or somebody they love coming in. And the rules are we kill everybody, but now he can't. Now he's conflicted. There you go.
My first thought was bank robbers that go in that kill everybody are hacks because they have an inability to handle crowd control. And then they're going to be like, you know me, I don't give a fuck. It's like, no, you're dumb.
It's like
people who say, me, I don't give a fuck, generally speaking, are mouth-breathing morons. There's a chance that they may be smart and were just abused and weren't shown love. But generally speaking, people that have to tell you they don't give a fuck, I mean, if they don't give a fuck, you should feel that vibe. And everybody knows that vibe because it's unsettling.
Yes.
It's like, I don't know what this person is going to do. They are not concerned about jail or any sort of ramifications. That's truly not giving a fuck. Not going off on your Instagram account, whatever the fuck.
Lorenz Tate. Remember Lorenz Tate? Lorenz Tate was a great actor, man.
He's still around, Paul.
But like I remember, like he was doing those movies. He did Menace to Society, where he played O-Dog or whatever, and he's the one that just fucking went in, shot the guy in the head, and like that's when they were narrating, going America's Nightmare, and he was just like, and he was like rolling dice, drinking. He's like, I just don't give a fuck. Like that's not like that guy didn't give a fuck. That guy did.
Yeah, that guy knew he wasn't going to jail. It's like when the time comes, I'm just shooting them until they kill me. And that's it. He had reached the Zen level of a sociopath, of a mass murderer. Like, I don't give a fuck. That's truly not giving a fuck.
Truly not giving a fuck is like, they got to kill me. I'm never going to jail. I'll kill a cop. Yeah. I'll kill a cop. That, which is just, dude.
Yeah. And then you're getting judged by God and you're sitting there with this look on your face like that. That's not giving a fuck. Anyway, dude, I went up and I did some stand-up the other night and I tried all these new silly stupid fucking bits and they all worked. I was really
that's the best.
Yeah, I had some friends in town and I wanted to, do something new and different, and they came in, they had a great time. Dude, I totally fucked up. Like, I told them I thought that they were coming down Saturday night and they came down Friday night. I told two different groups of people. I got my days confused and I woke up, dude, and I went to bed early and I woke up to like 30 fucking text messages. Dude, where are you? What's going on? We're all dressed up. My wife's here, but all this. Oh my God. I was so fucking embarrassed. But fortunately, they were both able to come back the next night. I was able to smooth it over, but Jesus. Oh, Billy Oldbrain.
Oh,
Billy
man.
Oldbrain fucking it up here.
How about this, Bill? My special is edited. I finished the editing yesterday, and it took so long because I was part of every move, every camera angle, and I don't like that. No, I don't like it I don't like it from the left. Go straight on, and I did it, and it took me a lot longer than I thought, but it's fucking done, and it's so nice to be done, man. The easiest part of doing a special is being on stage. So much goes into it.
Yeah. No, the editing is always worse. Shooting the movie's the fun part. Editing, and it's the pain in the ass. I got to edit my special, if it's going to be a special, this Thursday and Monday.
Dude, editing is an art, man. Like editing, like when they edit a movie like that and they put it together, like it's like, and they actually make it a story and they put it's really amazing how.
No, especially if you see like the rough cut. When you see a rough cut of any movie, even like Scorsese goes, oh my God, the first cut. You're just like, why am I even in this business? But I actually did a table read for something. I can't say like who's in it, but I was on this Zoom call, dude, with like two like fucking huge people. I was just like, it was so much fun because we were just doing like the table read so the writers could hear how much work goes into and they had a little bit of the music like written and stuff. It was really like I couldn't believe it, man. I was just sitting there like the whole time kind of geeking. I only had a few lines, but I was like, this is fucking
and you know what's
awesome.
You know what's crazy is like a Scorsese movie, they'll talk about like, oh, Wolf of Wall Street was another 2 hours. And they're like, it was 4 hours. It's like, what? It's like, what? And they're like, yeah, they had to condense it down, but there's so much extra shit. I'd love to see shit like that.
Well, that's the thing. I wish that there was the time to do it now. Somebody told me the other day to watch a movie, a French movie. I got like halfway through it, dude. It's the shit. I'll have that for next week. I got to finish it tonight, dude. It is fucking amazing. Just like,
it's a gangster movie.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what it is? I can't even say what makes it, what I liked about it, because it will fuck it up. So like, You watch it, and then we can talk about it. Is that a reflector on the front of the truck, or is that just red paint? Look at that. What is that? What is that right there? It's got to be red paint, right? Right in the middle.
No, that's that's like a reflector.
Why would you have a reflector right there?
It's like an emblem. What are you asking for Christmas, Bill? What's on the Christmas list? You too, Andrew. What's on your guys? What's gonna make your guys Christmas?
I got nothing this year. I had some thermals.
What do you mean?
The thermal pullovers.
Oh, you asked for thermals.
Thermals, electric head shaver. I'm going to try one of those. I found like the top of the line one.
Yeah.
And, if that doesn't work out, maybe one of those mirrors in the shower that doesn't fog up. Now, I'm going in this year, Paul.
I like getting one or two things. I like giving. I'm a giver, dude. I like giving.
All right. Shut up, Paul. You want
do.
to know, you just literally brought this up, like what you want for Christmas. Let's not try to make yourself out to be Santa Claus here,
I
Paul.
only need two things. I need boots.
Alexis?
No, boots.
Well, what are we talking? Boots? Hooker boots? What kind of boots? Timberlands?
No, I'm gonna get I gotta get some Timberland boots. I had Timberlands for 10 years. They're all done, more than 10 years. They're all done up. The soles are done up, ripping. So I said, get me a pair of new Timberlands.
The classics? We going a crazy color? What are we doing?
Classics. Classic construction boot Timberlands. Classics.
You're going to do the little spray on thing there so you keep them looking new? What are you doing?
Yep, the little waterproof spray on thing. And then
maybe get PV emblazoned on the side. PVT, Paul Virzi's Tim's.
Branded. No, dude, that's it. That, and I like a nice sweater. I like a nice cashmere.
I don't buy this.
What do you mean?
I think I just asked for my fucking stupid, Angela's Ashes shit. So now you're fucking downgrading what you asked for.
I swear to God, the whole point.
Paul, you're a chain guy. You're a watch guy. Paul, I
live
vicariously through you. You need better gifts.
I got everything I need. Unless she wants to buy me a Tesla.
That's a meme right there.
What?
You pulling your chain out going, your chain's out. I got everything I need.
No, man. I'm
Come on, Paul. There's nothing. Because everything that I want is just fucking, really want is just stupid expensive, and I'll have to go get it myself.
Oh, you know what I was thinking? I did say to Stacy, I was like, I don't know. Should I get an Oculus? Those Oculus things that the Oculus goes on your head, and it's like that virtual reality, and you could play video games in a virtual world or whatever. It's like $200. So I was like, would that be cool? But I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. If as far as fun,
dude, then you're gonna be on Lucas. He's gonna have the fucking thing on. You're gonna bring that into your fucking world.
No, man.
Hey, you can live your life how you want to live your life. I can tell you right now, the first real disagreements I'm going to have with my kids is going to be video games and cell phones. Because I will tell you this right now, I do not understand how a stand-up comedian cannot tell jokes of certain subjects without everybody losing their fucking minds, but you can give a goddamn 7-year-old a cell phone where every porno ever produced is in there. Oh, I put the parental fucking locks on them. Yeah, you can Google how to shut them off.
Well, his friend could show him too.
Yeah, they should make fucking rated PG cell phones that you cannot go on those fucking sites. And then you know one of your kids' friends would have to be a super genius to figure out. That's what they should do. Maybe like a flip phone, I guess, is what you get them. And then they go to school like, oh, that'll be them in therapy in 20 years. And everybody else had a smartphone. And I had to open mine up.
Why don't you want your kids playing video games? That's where you lost me. Video games could be healthy. They learn, they learn to play, solve problems. Some games are really educational too.
Yeah. Yeah, Paul. There's parts of the internet where you can learn how to speak another language. Nobody's there. They're all watching somebody fucking blow a yak. They're not going to, Paul, they're not going to fucking, I played video games. I know what I want to do. I want to go on shooting sprees and drive cars and run over people up on the sidewalks.
Oh, you're talking like Grand Theft Auto shit like
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Medal of Honor. Siphon filter.
Did you ever play Space Invaders or Pac-Man?
What are you talking about, Paul? I remember when those things came out.
Yeah, but that was like
I could have invested my paper route money in Pac-Man, and I wouldn't even be sitting here.
NBA Jams was great. He's on fire. Dunks from the fucking 3-point
I know.
line.
I know, but Paul, listen to us. If we didn't fall into comedy, because
Right.
God knows we both didn't study. If we didn't fall into comedy and he's on fire, body blow, all of that shit, I'd still be on a fucking, a loading dock.
Yeah. God,
With a cigarette and some donkeys, waiting for the Sausage King to show up.
that is true.
The Roach Coach.
That is true. Now that I think about it, I know friends in their 40s who like sit and smoke weed and just play video games still. And it's like, all right.
I have to tell you something, dude.
What are you
People
doing
that
tonight?
still play video games
Yeah.
past a certain age, there's just something about it where, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that has replaced playing catch with your kid. As you guys both sit down and pick up controllers and eat shit food and get fat together. Yeah. My dad was the greatest. He'd always let me win when we played Space Invaders, whatever.
What's
Paul,
crazy
you look
now,
like you're in pain, dude. What happened to your rib?
I got a fractured rib here, and I strained my back yesterday. I'm a mess, dude. I hurt myself. I don't know if I hurt myself playing with my son. I don't know, throwing the ball. What am I gonna do?
You don't know how you broke a rib?
No, dude. Every time I sneeze or move, I see stars. It kills.
Oh, I know. I had I don't know what I had when Boomer Esiason gave me that fucking trying to show me how that guy picked him up and threw the guy down to the ground. And he fucking squeezed me. And I heard pop, 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 pop on the side.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh shit. And I go, I think that was my back. He goes, I think that was your ribs. I was trying to make him feel better. I knew it was my ribs. Dude, so it's the first time I said it was him who did it. He's the funniest fucking guy ever, right? So like for the next like week, dude, I'm having like muscle spasms. I remember trying to get out of my old truck at the Comedy Store. It's the hardest I've ever made comedians laugh. I was going, just doing, I couldn't, it's fucking brutal, right? So I ended up doing Boomer's show like a year later when I was in New York for all this pandemic shit. And I told him what he did to me. And he just goes, hey, it's not my problem. You come from weak people.
Great.
Oh, dude, every time I think of that makes me laugh. I was just like, oh my God, how much fun was this guy in the locker room just busting? He said it like, I can't help it. You come from weak people.
That's food, dude. That's great. Did your ribs still? Because I felt a snap, like with the ribs, it's like a snap feeling, like a pop.
I didn't break them. Like it was. He just compressed them, and I heard pop, 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 pop. So there was like a thing. I went and I got him a massage. My lady fucking worked it out, and I was like, like 2 hours, and then I felt like 80% better, and then it just took a few days. It was fine. It was a broken rib. You can't obviously massage that out. So I just felt what strained ribs felt like. Yeah, dude, every time you turn, you sit up, anything. And if you have a sneeze coming on, you almost start crying before the sneeze.
That's what gets me, dude.
You know what I would try to do when I had a sneeze? I try to blow all the air out of my lungs. So I just go, try to do like a little one.
I
think maybe hurt more.
I'm doing that too. Like I'm trying to sneeze with like relief to not get this. But
if you could please, if you have a sneeze coming on, please hit record. There's nothing funnier than a guy with bruised ribs sneezing. The first half, sounds like a sneeze. The other half sounds like you got kicked in the fucking nuts. It's like, oh shit.
What about that Ross Bennett bit when a guy sits down?
Andrew, look that up. Look that up, dude. There's got to be bruised ribs sneezing. There's got to be a clip of that. Oh, Ross Bennett. That's one of my favorite bits.
He goes, the older you get, he goes, you sit down, you make two noises. He goes, you go,
yeah. Oh, when you go to get up, ah! Nobody sit down and go, That was what I always loved. The second one, just the relief of not standing.
Dude, yeah, it'll get better. Like my back strain will get better, but the rib thing, it's like, dude, every time I sneeze, I feel it.
You'll be all right. That's just one of those things you got to ride out.
Yeah.
Dr. Burr.
No, you're
right.
No
medical degree. You just got to ride that out, Paul.
They can't do anything with ribs. They really can't. What do you do with a rib? You can't wrap it.
That's like your tailbone. Tailbone's the same thing. Oh, have you found one? He's laughing. He's laughing. I think he found one. I was saying there's something up. See, here's the part of the internet your kids should be able to see.
I'm already laughing. Oh, God. This is going to be great. Got to get this sound up. Oh, no.
It's because
he's got the face.
It looks like me in 20 years. 5 years. Who am I kidding? This tough bastard.
Make you sneeze. Achoo. The light. Look into the light.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh dang, I wish I didn't laugh so much. It would have been a little bit more still. Okay.
Dude, I thought the first one was the sneeze. That was just him anticipating. Like, oh no. He tried to hold his chest together.
Andrew, could you just go back to the actual sneeze?
Oh God, that's great.
Oh my God.
He's like, oh no.
Look at the dog.
Dude, he sounded like he got sucked out of a spaceship.
Dude, he freaked his dog out.
Dude, I only know half of that pain. I cannot. Oh
Bill,
my God.
Bill, good call, dude. I have to thank you for that.
Oh yeah, the panic, the sheer panic, knowing a sneeze is coming when you have bruised or broken ribs. All right, dude, I got something here in 10 minutes. I got to run. Let's wrap it up here.
All right,
Let me
guys.
put my Bible away. The 1975 Ford truck brochure.
Oh, that was a laugh that I definitely needed. That is so funny. Guys, my new special will be coming out soon. I'll let you guys know about that. But if you are in the greater Atlanta, Georgia area, I will be at the Punchline in Atlanta, one of my favorite clubs, favorite spots, January 7th through the 9th. Okay, I'm kicking off my 2022 tour in Atlanta. Get tickets to that. I'm doing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Last time we sold a bunch of tickets, which I thank you guys. I want to pack this place out. So come out there. We're going to have a good time. And more dates will be on paulvirzi.com. Check out the Virzi Effect. Check out the Monday Morning Podcast. Check out the YouTube channels, everything. Bill, is there anything specific you wanted to plug?
I'm at Harrah's, just north of San Diego, December 10th.
Harrah's.
And then I got the next weekend, I'm in Indiana, and I got Phoenix at the end of the month.
Is Bill Burr going to be at the craps table at Harrah's? That's what people want to know.
Are you going to be there?
Oh, if I am, you know we will be.
Yeah, I would be if you were there, but I don't think so. All right,
guys. Well, this has been episode 45. We'll be back next week, and I have to let everybody know the merchandise. The Anything Better merchandise is now available. The new sweatshirts, T-shirts, new logo. Go out there and get it. It's not a Christmas version this year. It's just the regular. We just have the regular TV. The regular Anything Better. The AB with the. We got a cool question mark. Really, really cool logo and stuff. So go on the merchandise, get that. And yeah, please continue to rate and review the Anything Better podcast, iTunes, Spotify, everywhere you get your podcast. We'll be back next week. We truly thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you soon.